And we are going live with TikTok. Go. Oh, forgot about that. What's up? Happy Sunday. How y'all doing? Okay. We're going to sound check 1 2 1 2 sound check. There we go. And microphones. There we are. We're back to the Sennheiser. Okay, here we go. What's up, Beth? How are you? How you doing, Beth? There we go. Oh, what's happening? Hey, Corey, how are you? Okay, we got to do some. I got to do some ornaments I haven't done in a while. We got to order for these and got to get them done. So, going to be doing a little bit. What's up, Candy Lee? How are you? Working on candy canes? Oh, good. They're a little bit. Candy canes look so easy, but until you start actually getting into them, you realize they have a little bit of complication to them. KT, what's happening? Yeah, definitely candy canes can be a little bit of a pain in the rum. All right, so we got to do ice cream cones ornaments. Ice cream cone ornaments. Got 2 of these I got to get done. And we'll go from there. Lucky Lex, how are you? Oh, thank you, KT. Appreciate that. How's Lucky Lex doing? Happy Sunday to y'all. You getting better at? Yeah, you will get better at them. It's just, even for me today, doing candy canes, I'm gonna have the occasional one that goes sideways or gets really messed up. Okay, I have no idea why that fan is moved. Now I know what's going on. Hold on 1 second. No idea how that got turned. There we go. What's up, Lee? Alex, how are you? I'm doing good. Lucky Lex, how are you? Ron, everything's doing good. She's still working? No. Nope, she is retired. I'm going to move this out of the way. Don't need that right now. You're human. Awesome. Me, I'm human too. Well, I might be part alien. It is a Christmas tree hanging ornament. Yes, that is one of the Christmas trees. I just posted video of that. Big pizza. No, I have not done a Galileo thermometer. Interestingly enough, no, I have not. That is probably the first time someone has asked me that question. So thank you for that. My goodness. I'm looking for short rods. Wow, my supply of short rods has gone short. No pun intended there. But yeah, I have not done a Galileo thermometer. Thank you for the roses. Hi, Betty. Okay, so first step here is I'm going to have to add the little ice cream cone, the cone part to it, and get it settled from there. But first I got to straighten this out because I let it get a little bit wobbly for a second there. And there. I had to straighten this back out. Do I know Cat Jive? Nope. I do not, Agent 77, but thanks for asking. Becca, how are you? Yeah, no. I don't know who that is. A bolo? That's the second person that's asked a question I haven't. No, I've not done a bolo before. Interestingly, though, that sounds like a fun project, to be honest. Yeah, bolo wouldn't be bad. Yeah, the pickle ornament's cool. The pickle ornament has uranium in it, so the little dots actually do glow in the dark. Or blacklight responsive, not in the dark. Let's see what we got. So yeah, you can see the dots kind of glowing down there. And then we got a couple of uranium bulbs on here. Can you see the uranium glowing up on the tree? Yeah, that's the candy cane from yesterday. Hey, what's happening? What the heck? Tick J40, thank you. All right, so we got to do this is an ice cream cone ornament. So we got to make an ice cream cone. I haven't done this in a while, so it's going to be a little odd. I'm hoping the first one comes out. We'll find out. So first things first, I got to stripe this around. Just going to bring it around nice and easy. That part's the easy part. I did make a glass hammer. I happen to have it right near me. This is my band hammer. So when people get out of line, it's the band hammer. Okay, I need this one right here. Short rod. Skinny. Okay, so this is the little caramel stripes running around it. Now I'm going to try and get this into an ice cream cone as best as I can. So in order to do that, we got to create those ridges, the little pattern to it. So this pattern is called wrap, like I wrap the glass around the tube, and then rake, R-A-K-E, we're going to rake it down. All the way around. Just keep bringing it down. We're going to come all the way around here and doing that. Give it a second because it starts to get a little wobbly right there. We rarely ban people. What's up, Pokey? How are ya? Pokey 3D Masters. Green Devil, we don't really do that. You really have to do something stupid to get a ban. Which mostly involves if you attack kids, then that's an automatic ban. We have no tolerance for that. I did not get a chance to clean my work area. We've had to do a few bans, Kells. Not too often, but we've done a few. All right, so we got this color wrapped around this way. And you can kind of see, so there's circles going this way and down and around. So first step is I gotta get this into an ice cream cone shape. So we're gonna attach a holding rod here. I'm gonna melt this way, try and pull it down to this bottom. And in the meantime, while doing that, add a twist. You know, like ice cream cones kind of swirl around. I gotta try and do that same thing. Nope, never worked at Disney. I worked at MGM in Las Vegas. Golf and bourbon, how are you? Thank you for the confetti. What's up, Groves? No, I've never worked at Disney. So right now I'm just superheating all the way around. We're gonna start twisting this a little bit. And And the way that happens is it's really simple. One hand moves a tiny bit slower than the other one. But they both have to keep the same even pace. So I don't know if that made any sense, but basically you were rotating both of them at the same pace, but one is moving a little slower. And we bring it down. I'm going to taper this down. So far, so good. We're looking good so far. So far, so good. Like that. Actually, it came out good. I'm happy with it so far. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. This is a ornament. This is a Christmas ornament, but this is a ice cream cone Christmas ornament. So, yeah, I absolutely love making like candy-based ornaments and stuff. What's up, Raging Cajun? How are you? What's up, Red Squeak? All right, so I'm gonna pull this off a little bit up here. Thin it down like that. Make sure we're straight. It just wobbled on me. I just messed it up a tiny bit. Hold on. Sorry about that. Am I the guy from the food channel? Nope. Not unless you watch one that has nothing but peanut butter and jelly. Hi, Colleen. How are you? All right. So I hope you can see this pattern in here. Wow, it's really hard to see that. Let me grab my flashlight. This helps a lot. We'll bring it out. And hopefully you can see that pattern in there now. So it creates a little ice cream cone pattern. What's up, Rainbow? How are you? Okay, now that I got that done, we need to add the ice cream. So both of these ice cream cones are done in pink. So I got to create a simulated ice cream cone, or ice cream on the top of this cone. And here we go. So the first layer I do is just the base layer. And I'm just wrapping the color all the way around. And I want to cover every little bit of this clear up. All right, this is my undercoating base layer. So now we got the start of the ice cream cone. We're not there yet, but that just gives me my good foundation for it. Yeah, the candy cane came out good. That's the one yesterday we did that was the blown glass. I really like it. The blown glass version came out really, really, really good. There's nothing. If you have any questions, it shouldn't be confusing to you. If you have questions, just fire away. I'm hoping to answer it. All right, so the next layer that I'm going to do here is what creates the kind of messy ice cream look to it. So I'm going to try and make it look like it's a soft serve ice cream cone and give it different ridges and patterns to it. Going to come around and try and keep like I said, a ridge or a pattern where it looks like it came out of a soft serve machine. So it shouldn't be perfect, and that's the hard part, not making it perfect. We're just coming all the way around now. So now I'm going to start kind of wavering back and forth as I'm wrapping this around, trying to give it that little bit of odd pattern. And then we're coming up to the center up here, and we're going to use a lot of solid glass to kind of give it a little bit of that texture. There we go. This is kind of how we got it started, like that. Now I'm going to kind of melt it in a little bit because it's just sitting on there right now. And I'm going to use air pressure by blowing it out to expand it a tiny bit, and that also locks in all the color. So we got it hot. It's not much pressure, just a little bit, like that. Just a tiny bit. I just want to lock the color in there. I don't need to expand it anymore. Bring this down so it doesn't look like a body part. All right. Think we're good? I just created a video of all the new stuff we've been doing this week. All right, so there's the ice cream cone. Hopefully you can see that pattern in there a little better right now. See the pattern for the cone itself locked in there? And that's what I want. So we're going to put a little hook on this, and then I'll seal it off later in a minute. Yeah, this is, yeah, I'll show you, we're doing another one, so I'll show you how the cone is done. But we're gonna, now I remember I did these out of clear. Yeah, I did the hook out of clear, not color. It's been a while since I've made one of these. Yeah, you know, I really enjoy doing a few things. This one is the strawberry serve. I also do a chocolate chip, so we have the vanilla ice cream with the chocolate sprinkles in it. That one's always kind of fun to make. You add the little chocolate sprinkles. It's a little bit of extra work, but I think the reward is worth it, to be honest. Make sure that's all centered. Okay, so I'm going to park this in the kiln because the bottom of it got a little bit cold, and then we'll come back and finish it off. But in the meantime, I will make the second one right now. Let's put this away for the moment. But yeah, so there's the Christmas tree we did last night. The Christmas trees came out really good. Red Squeak's birthday one came out fantastic. But you can you see the little ornaments lighting up right there? See how they're lighting up down there? I think that came out pretty cool for that. I like it. All right, we're doing the, I got to do one more ice cream cone for sure. So you'll get to see everything from start to finish on this. Let's clip it off. How's everybody doing? Type 1 in the chat if you are having a good time. Or type 1 in the chat if you had a great weekend. And there we go. Oh, I like seeing all the ones come through. That's awesome. Will these be posted on Etsy? Yes, they will be. They will definitely be posted on Etsy. Wow, I like seeing all the ones. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys had a good weekend. Man, there's nothing worse than bad weekends, right? I'm so happy. What's up, Daisy girl? Thank you for the heart knee. All right, we're going to pull this down. Hey, Mike, how are you? My Etsy. Oh, I'll send a link in there. Hold on. You wish it would rain? You could probably have some of our rain soon. I think we're going to be getting rain. This is going to be a big rain year this year here in Washington. Get lots of it. All right, let me copy and paste this here. 1 second. Copy and paste. That should be the link. Send it your way? Yeah, I will. I'd be happy to. Absolutely would love it. I would love to send rain somewhere. Surprisingly though, Washington technically doesn't get that much rain in volume. It's not as much as you think. Yeah, so humidity would affect the studio, yes. So the question was, would humidity affect the studio? Yes, it would. But I don't have much humidity in Washington here. Now, when I was in Florida, it was crazy. The humidity there is insane. And the problem with the humidity, hold on 1 second, I got to get this centered here. The problem with the humidity is there are certain colors that have silver in them, okay? I'll show you an example here in just a second. But certain, I understand what you're saying. But certain colors have silver. And what happens to silver in humidity? You get that oxidation. And so my colors changed in Florida versus California. So like I would use one color and it would kind of have a blue-green. In Florida, that color ended up being completely green. We're making ice cream cone ornament right now. So this is an ornament, but it is a ice cream cone. Yeah, Washington State, correct. All right, so we're going to take this, we're going to spiral. This is one of those silver colors I was talking about. South of Seattle? Yeah, see, I'm north of Seattle. We're going to grab it here, and we're going to wrap around. So I need to coil this around, kind of like a spring. Just going to wrap it all the way around here. Like that. And first thing I have to do is fuse this on there. So even though it looks like it was stuck, it was barely attached to the tube. So I have to actually fuse it on before I do too much, or it will literally pop right off. But there are the coils. Not Desiree. Yeah, that is one of the coolest techniques on the planet. Oh, you used to make beads for jewelry. That's awesome. Yeah, so did my mom. What's up, Nicole? Ruby Tuesday, how are ya? Yep, I am on most nights, yes. What temperature is the torch? Roughly 3,800 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, we got all those coils around there. So we're going to use a small diameter clear rod, and I'm going to pull that color through. So we got one color going one way. We're going to pull it through 90 degrees the opposite direction. And I'm just going to create that all the way around. and try and keep the spacing semi-even as I go through. Give it a rest for a second so you can see what I'm talking about here. See how the color's pulled through there and it's still pulled through and then not pulled through. Beads, tiny animals. Tiny animals are cool, but I tell people all the time, tiny is not easy. It is very difficult to get detail into tiny, tiny objects. In fact, it's super hard to do that. If you've ever had to make things for like a dollhouse, I've had to do little glass cups and saucers and plates and wine goblets for dollhouses, and that was a pain in the butt. But the money was good. Absolutely, Nicole. I'm happy you're here. All right, so now we got all those colors striped around. I'll bring the light back out. How about I use that one? There. Now you can see how it's kind of coiled around. Like that, with the texture. Next step is we're going to attach a holding rod to it, and I'm going to taper this down into the ice cream cone while putting a spiral into it, a little bit of a twist. I'm going to come through, attach. Like that, and then we're going to taper this down and spin it up. The Farland Films, how are ya? This is 31 years, my friend. And I can't believe it's been 31 freaking years. It does feel like 20, but not 31. All right, so the trick is we're going to start getting this nice and hot all the way up and down. Believe it or not, the first thing I'm going to do is kind of push it together. I'm not pulling it right away. I'm pushing it together and then starting a little bit of a spiral. And again, it's just a matter of one hand moving slightly faster or slower than the other one. But each hand independently has to maintain the same speed. And that's where the difficulty comes in. All right, we're pulling it down. Nice and easy. I'm using gravity now to kind of help me shape it. And the way I was using gravity, as it was melting, it was pushing the glass upwards this way, creating that little bit of a thicker environment while pulling this down. I'm going to bring this out, detach. You can watch this for hours. Well, I'll be on for hours. Okay. I got to taper this down a tiny bit. So we got too much up here. I got to remove some. What's up from Nova Scotia, Canada? How are ya? Where are y'all from? Give your city a shout out. Where are you representing from? Let's see if we got everybody. Let's see if we're diversified right now. New York, Bremerton. I know Bremerton's Washington. Ohio or Canada, Quebec. Wow, Canada, lots of Canada, good. Detroit, Boston, Texas, Pennsylvania, Louisiana. I'm trying to do both chats. North Carolina, Illinois, Oregon, Joplin, Montana, Chicago, Hanover. Wow. Oh, there's Perth, Australia. Portland, raised in Federal Way. There you go. Okay, so now we have this ice cream cone shape right there. And now we just have to do the ice cream. Just gotta do the ice cream part. What's up, Real Dre? That happens. I gotta be honest, first time, if you're a new glass blower and the first time that happens, you freak out. A lot of people are like, freaking out. And then after 31 years, you just kind of look at it and go, eh. Jamaica! Well, there we go. What's up, Jamaica? All right, put a little bubble there. So we're gonna wrap this around like ice cream. Yeah, the candy cane is from last night. You would freak out. First time, Lucky Lex, you probably would, but after the first time, you would get over it. Trust me. So the first coating is just to kind of cover up all that clear, make sure there's no gaps. And then we'll add the ice cream frosting, or not the frosting, but the texture to it. I wish I was doing the vanilla ice cream with the chocolate chips, because that one's hella fun. That one is a blast. No pun intended. So we're just wrapping around here. And again, the first coating is designed to be, that's why I hate this glass. First coating is designed to be a little bit off. Actually, I'm going to pull that all the way off. I don't want that in there. It just reattach and come through. So this particular color has a lot of air bubbles built into it. Not bubbles, but air pockets. Very fine. So occasionally it has a little issue where the rod cracks and snaps. Doesn't mean the glass is bad. It just has air in it, which makes it sucky to work with at times. All right. We're looking good. So there is first base of the ice cream cone. What's up, Miss Vicious? How are you? There we go. What we can see in the flame? Yeah. So give me a second here. I'll heat this up. I got to do that anyway. How you doing, Miss Vicious? Good to see you. So my glasses have a filter called didymium on it. Didymium lenses filter out certain light spectrums. I'm going to show you what that looks like. We're going to bring it out here and right there. And now you can see the difference. I'm going to pull it away, back in. And that's the filter. So it kind of changes it up a little. All right, now we have to get the actual ice cream look to it. What's up, Glassblowing Tommy? Can I do a unicorn? And nope, I don't do unicorns, I'm sorry. But if you want a unicorn, I can refer you. I don't make anything like a horse, sorry. Why not put it in front of the camera all the time? Because I'm not teaching glass blowers. And everything would be purple. This isn't meant to teach glass blowers. It's meant to educate the public and see all the cool colors. So we're going to wrap it around. All the way around. And we're creating that really cool ice cream look to it, like it's a soft serve coming fresh off of well, I can't say McDonald's because McDonald's ice cream machine never works. So someplace other than McDonald's, a soft serve. We're just coming around now. Give it a little bit of a grip right there. Oh, this one came out cool. This one came out better than the other one. There we go. Did I know Lucky? I've known several Luckies. Yeah, the Bob Ross night was awesome. All right, here we go. So now you can see that pattern in the ice cream cone. Again, I really like that style. And we got the ice cream up the top. This one came out a lot better. They both look good, but that one looks like it's a soft serve. Definitely looks good. I don't even have to blow this one out. It's perfect. Not Desiree, thank you. What's up, Victoria? How are you? Jenny and the Jets. All right, so we're going to come through and we're going to add a little hook to it. Bring it out. And pull it in. Give it a nice solid loop. I think we're good. Thank you, Miss Vicious. Thank you, Mama Steven Sam. There we go. We're going to make it round. Make sure we're centered. Yep, we're centered. So now we have the ice cream cone all the way around. I like it. Looks good. So this was the first one I did. We need to go through and now make it into full-blown ornament by pulling it apart. What the heck is that? Miss Vicious, that was some Viking hammer. Thank you so much. That was freaking awesome. You'll be getting one of those. Well, Betty, there's 3 versions of this, so I like the vanilla with the sprinkles. I know that was an awesome one. All right, so now we're just going to pull this down. Nice and easy. Keep it nice and thick. But yeah, there is the ice cream cone completed. It's a cool ass ornament. Definitely has to park that in the back of the kiln, though. Get back there. All right, before I can make the other one, I got to make a bigger pickle ornament. So we're going to do a bigger pickle, and then I will go back and finish the last one we just did. I got to find the uranium glass, though. There it is. Easiest way to find uranium glass on your bench. But yeah, there's the uranium glass. You can see that it lights up with a black light like that. So that is pure uranium glass. I do make elephants, yes. Elephants I do. For some reason, I can't make a horse very well. Would it be possible? No, I can't see inside the kiln. I don't have a camera into that right now. Yep, you certainly can buy a pickle. I will link it in chat. Hopefully. All right, I got to pull this down though into a smaller size, thinner rod before I can do the pickle. Yeah, I can make a fairy, I'm sure. I have done giraffe, yes. Definitely dragons. We've got a few dragons we've done. Yeah, we've definitely done a few dragons. All right, so I got to take this, and we're going to pull it thin. This is called a stringer. It's not really going to be super stringer size, though. Usually that constitutes about a 2 millimeter, 1 to 2 millimeter size. I'm going to try and keep this one in 3 to 4. And I just need to break this down a little thinner so when I go to do the pickled dots, they're not outrageously thick. So we're just going to pull it down very slow. Nice and easy. Want to keep it the same consistency, so I'm just kind of rolling with it. Right about there. There. Now we got a thin rod I can work with. Okay, Miss V, I got you. Yeah, I got you covered. I haven't been stressing about it. I can't do Seahawks logo, but I can do Seahawks colors. But I cannot do the logo. The NFL does not play around very friendly with logos. They are very, very aggressive about that. Overly aggressive. Okay, I need to make sure I got my short rod. I do. Cleaning rod. All right, let's make a pickle. Yeah, I have made a few of those, Leanne. Again, we're working on the pickle. The pickle has I'll just pop it up here for the moment. Put Frosty down. So that's what we're making. We're making the pickle. It has little uranium dots on it. Yeah, the NFL does not play around. They are very, very aggressive. But I can do the colors. They can't stop you from doing colors. I know. Well, you can say NFL. You just can't do anything. Can't do anything with it. Just can't do their logos and stuff. All right. So this is pickle glass. We're coming through. I do make hummingbird feeders. Yes. Lionel, how are you? More than Hello Kitty? Yes. NFL is very, very aggressive. More than Hello Kitty, for sure. Okay, so we're going to come through and we're going to taper this down. Like that. Go. And there we go. Crack that off. Crack it off. Am I a sports fan? Yeah, I do like sports. It's been a while since I've been able to focus on anything. Yeah, definitely Nintendo, that's for sure. Yeah, of course. I like a lot of different sports. Okay, there we are. But I'm like really partial to, like a friend of mine coaches kids for getting them ready for college scholarships. And he coaches them in the hammer throw, the shot put, and the discus. And the weight throw, believe it or not. And so I'm really partial to that type of Olympic sport. So I really dig that. And what's cool about his program is he coaches a lot of women, young girls. And so far, I think just about every female athlete he has had has gotten a full ride scholarship to a major college for hammer throw, discus, or shot put. So I'm pretty proud of him for doing that. I think it's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, he's awesome with that. All right, so now we got this tapered here. We got this. I have to get it a little bent. Right now we're making pickle. Pickle. So this is the large pickle versus the other pickle, the normal one. So we're going to bring it out like that. And you just got to give it a slight bend. Not much. Just a little. And then once you do that, have to blow it out a little. Have to. If you don't do that, it goes flat. Why a pickle? You should look up pickle Christmas ornament. Look up the pickle tradition for Christmas. Really wants to know why stringers don't break or have to go in the kiln. They're just super thin. They don't really have any issues. I mean, technically they would break down the road if they, if I left them out for years, they would probably break. You know, just because you don't put it in a kiln doesn't mean it's not going to break. The kiln just prevents it, it tempers it, but I always say I could leave this pickle out of the kiln and it may not crack for a week, it may not crack for 10 years, but it will crack. All right, so we got the pickle shape started. I definitely have to put a little hole in it. We will cover that hole up, 99% of it, with a pickle dot. But there has to be a place for the hot air to escape as I'm starting to do things. A little more air. So we're going to come in and seal that down a little bit. So there's just a tiny, tiny, tiny little hole right there. And the reason for that hole is as I start adding the pickle dots, if it didn't have it there and this thing was sealed, every time I added a dot, the hot air would expand the glass and make it look worse. So add the little breathing hole so the hot air can get out. Is it edible? Nope, not even a little. Okay, so we're going to start adding little pickle dots. This is the uranium glass, so it will glow under black light. Just going to take my time to go around here, placing these dots. I remember when I first made this thing, I put way too many dots on it. It looked absolutely horrible. Put way too many. Then I learned that less is more. Just keep coming around. One of the little tricks I use here is you'll notice as I'm adding the dot, the flame is skimming up on top of the glass. That is to keep the entire piece warm as I'm rotating around. So instead of trying to do it this way, I got it this way, and the flame is constantly traveling up, keeping the glass warm. Otherwise, it has, again, another cracking potential from getting too cold. So we're just going to come through and keep adding them in. We're getting close to that spot where I blew the hole, so we're going to cover about 99% of that up. right about, no, go right above it right now. One more row till I get to it. So we're going to cover a good portion of this up. Bring it in, let it kind of melt down a little. And I'll show you what I mean. See how I covered most of it up right there? There's just a little sliver of glass or air. It's going to come through. I'm not gonna grab the other stringer. I'm so close to the end here, I don't need it. I'll manage with the thicker rod. Okay. One more. All right. So I know it looks really, really reddish right there and a little brown tint to it. Green is kind of funky. It always goes brownish while it's hot, and then it will come back to green. You just have to bring it in and give it a nice little loop-de-loop. We're going to grab it here, pull it down, and loop-de-loop. That. Lock it in place. Make sure this is nice and round. All right. So before I fix this up, Red Squeak, thank you for the Go Populars. I'm going to park this in the kiln because this got a little cold. We're going to finish the ice cream cone. I'll come back and finish this. So I work things in cycles. So there is the other ice cream cone we had, and we're going to finish this one off. We're just going to bring it out and lock it in. There we go. Bring it out. Slowly melt and taper it off. Keep it nice and thick. I like to keep this thing very thick in the bottom because I want to make sure that if it drops, it can kind of bounce. Against tile, it's a 50-50, but carpet and everything else, this thing should just bounce around. That's just not locking in there, is it? Got it. So, yep, there's ice cream cone. I think I do want to do one of those out of black and white. We should do should we do the vanilla flavor with the chocolate chips on that? Should we try that? Should we do the vanilla with chocolate chip? I think it would look kind of cool. Yeah, we're making ornaments. I don't have the mint in front of me, but yeah, we can definitely do the mint chocolate chip too. Okay, we'll do vanilla with chocolate chip. It'd be kind of fun. I don't have the right mint that I need for that one. In front of the candy cane are Christmas trees and pickle and snowman head. Pickles are as unique as snowflake. Wait a second, are you serious, Sam? I didn't know that. I would be curious about that. You mean as far as like a fingerprint style? Like they have different patterns? Thank you, Red Squeak. Thank you, Dragonfly. Would you be able to make more delicate, intricate? Yeah, it depends. I mean, we do all kinds of different stuff. Delicate and intricate just is a matter of technique. But yeah, definitely do. Thank you, Mike. Okay, so we're going to come through, pull that down, and we grip here and pull it apart. So the versions I do of this are the strawberry, and we have the vanilla with chocolate chip, and then I do a mint with chocolate chip. I can't think of what other flavors there would be for an ice cream cone. What do you guys think? I have not, Mike. What do you guys think a flavor would be? Like a unique looking flavor for an ice cream cone? I got into this from my mother. Chocolate? Oh, chocolate. I hadn't thought about just doing chocolate. I'm just really worried about chocolate now that I think about it. Rocky Road would be cool. Yeah, Rocky Road would be kind of cool. I definitely did strawberry, cotton candy, raspberry, vanilla chocolate swirl. Oh, swirls. I never thought about that either. Interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. We're doing vanilla with sprinkles right now. Actually, now we're going to do vanilla with chocolate chip. I can do vanilla with sprinkles, though, down the road. Yeah, I could definitely do sprinkles, like all different color sprinkles is what you're talking about. What's up, Wendy? Yeah, mint chocolate chip is good. Actually, I just noticed I do have mint up here. So what do you guys want to see? Vanilla or mint chocolate? Vanilla mint chip or vanilla chip or mint? I'll let you guys decide the next color. Vanilla or mint? We're going to do the chips on it. Mint, mint, mint. Oh, wow. Whoa. Mint is kicking ass. Okay, we're doing mint. I don't even have to go any further. Yeah, that wasn't even a close call. Yeah, that was not even a close call. That was like dominating. Yeah, Rocky Road would look cool. Chocolate would look cool too. How do I say this tactfully? I don't want the chocolate looking like a poop emoji on a cone. That's what I'm scared of. I don't want the chocolate looking like a poop emoji. That's what I'm fearful of. Yeah, mint matches the tree. That's true. What's up, Wendy? How you doing, Wendy? All right, we got the color here. Just put a smile. All right, you guys are making my night. That's cool. Just dry, King Wolf. I don't do any water. All right, so we're going to do this wrap around here. I'm glad to hear it, Wendy. Doing good. Yeah, cherry chip would be good. All right, let's do this wrap around here. So this is creating the ice cream cone. The patterning for that. I gotta fuse that coil on there. Black Forest. Yeah, I was talking, I have not done a Mr. Potato Head ornament. Someone asked about that the other day, and I thought it'd be a cool idea. I just got to make sure there's no copyright that I would infringe on with a Mr. Potato Head. I could do a version, but I want to make sure I do not hit a copyright problem. I'm very cognizant of that. Okay, where'd my little spiky glass go? There it is. So this is the spiral. So that is the patterning. It kind of looks like a coil spring going down it. To get the ice cream cone, we're going to take a clear rod. We're going to go all the way down now, crossing that pattern. Yeah, we definitely do mushroom ornaments. Yeah, we definitely do mushroom ornaments. We're just going to come all the way down. And after I get done striping this around, we'll pull it down into the ice cream shape, the cone. And then we got to give it a swirl as we're going around. But I wanted to show you what the patterning looks like. So you can see the stripes going down there, and there's non-stripe. Peanut butter and jelly? Yeah, that would be good. I love peanut butter and jelly. I'm weird though. I like peanut butter. I just like peanut butter. Like everybody would go for a chocolate chip cookie. I would be going for a peanut butter cookie all day. Grape jelly, pomegranates. Yeah, I would definitely be reaching for the peanut butter cookie. I just introduced Stephanie to dipping Nutter Butters into milk. She had never done that before. She had never dipped Nutter Butters into milk, and then I couldn't believe it, but she had never had peanut butter with apple. I couldn't believe it. Now she's hooked on it. But she had never had peanut butter with apple before me. I know, right, Wendy? All right, so we're going to bring it out here. Now you can see that patterning. Actually, I'm going to show it to you again. We're going to go over the patterning a little so you can see it before I get done spiraling. So this is the pattern before we get the spiral done. Everything is straight up and down. Well, now she has peanut butter and apple, but yeah, she missed out on it for a long time. She first saw me do it. She's like, "Are you adding peanut butter to your apple?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." Yeah, peanut butter and celery is actually fantastic. I couldn't agree more. Peanut butter on celery, yeah. Beachy Peach, or Beachy Peach. Thank you. I thought it said Beachy Peachy, but it's Beachy Peach. Thank you. Do I teach? Not really. I do enough live streaming that you should be able to pick up enough from me, like pick up some tips and tricks. But I don't necessarily do any teaching anymore. I help people out. I mean, I have no problem helping someone out. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't mind helping, but as far as I would be super, super expensive per day. So I'd rather just kind of help someone out with a 1 or 2 question issue. All right, so now we're going to heat this up. First thing I'm going to do is push it together. And as I'm pushing it together, we're going to start rotating both hands each hand is independently moving at the same pace, but one hand is moving a little bit faster than the other, or slower, however you wanted to call it. And that's going to create a spiral as I'm rotating through. We're going to start getting that ice cream cone shape into it. Could I make a banana split? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that one. I would have to think about that. All right, so we're still rotating. I'm bringing it down into that cone shape. We got to get the ice cream cone. Bringing it in. Like that. So now we got the cone. Can I make fish? Yeah, I can do a few fish. So now we got the ice cream cone going. I'm going to show you another interesting part of this color. Thank you for the Go Popular, Miss V. I'm so glad to see you on here, Miss V. I've been asked for a red panda. I know I could do a red panda. I just can't right now. I would have to dedicate some time to learning it, and I don't have that time in the moment. But I know in the future, yes, I can do it. All right, so one of the interesting things on here, it's really hard to see, I guess. This clear section of glass actually got fumed from the silver. It changed it. I'm going to turn on the light. You're going to see it get a little blue up there. See that blue haze through there? That is called silver fuming right there. And that came off of the actual caramel colored glass. So if I left this as is, it would be what's considered a color changing glass. The actual teddy bear of the wild. There you go. What's up, Andrew? Okay, so we're going to grab the mint. And we're going to make mint chip. I believe you are, Miss Vicious. I got to figure out the subscriber stuff. It's really wacky at the moment. I gotta get with Obviously Sassy and figure that out. Obviously Sassy is helping me with all the coaching of stuff. But yeah, I don't know what's up. There's apparently a live stream subscriber on TikTok and then a content subscriber on TikTok. So there's two versions, live stream and content. I don't know why they did it that way, but they did. Okay, so we're coming around. This is just the base coat. This isn't the final version of this. So I'm just wrapping. I just want to cover the majority of this clear up. I want to try and avoid having any gaps. And then the second pass of it will make the actual ice cream cone look to it. It should give it that soft serve look. Like that. So that is the first stage of it. Main thing I need to do is heat it up a little. I got to give it a little bit of puff of air, expand it a tiny, tiny bit, and then the second pass will make it look like the actual ice cream. I hope. Bring it out and tiny, tiny puff of air, barely anything in there. So now there we are. Let's give it that soft serve look to it. Thank you, Tess. And let's go. Let's make it work. Come through. And there we go. Yeah, this is looking good. Very, very happy with it. It looks fantastic. And the reason I do this out of hollow is, can you imagine how heavy this would be if it was solid? It'd be insanely heavy. It's pretty heavy as it is, but it'd be incredibly heavy. Cheryl, thank you. Yeah, this is my natural hair. Last night was Bob Ross night, so I had the Bob Ross wig going. I'm letting gravity kind of shape that a little. So now we actually look like an ice cream cone coming up there. A little soft serve swirl to it. Then we'll bring out the light. I did buy a light. I'm going to have an overhead that's going to shoot on this here, so it'll make it look much better. And I can foot control it. Look at that. Ice cream cone. All right, you need some mint chip black here. Go. Yeah, on YouTube, Betty, there is a complete replay of it. You can go on YouTube and rewatch it. All right, mint chip. Here we go. You want to vary the size of these chips up a little. Those mint chips are not standard. Couple different directions for it. Then we're going to fuse it in and I'll show you where we're at. So now that will have that mint chip look to it all the way around. At least it's supposed to look like mint chip. Here we go. Now the fun one would be, I've never done it, but the sprinkles. Someone mentioned sprinkles. Whoever mentioned sprinkles, thank you. Oh, yeah, Jeff. Yeah, there used to be a lot of people at fairs doing this, I have to admit. Not anymore, though. Last time I saw a glassblower at a fair, they were doing some demos, which was cool. But I know that 80% of what they had at the fair was bought and purchased from another location outside of the country. And they were trying to pass it off as their own work. I was a little disappointed at that. Would do that, but oh well. Okay, I am not happy with that hook. I have to redo it. That was not good. Yeah, sprinkles like birthday cake sprinkles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Different colors. What's up, Elena? How are ya? Rockhounding PNW. How are ya? Glass and crystal are definitely different. Okay, so as just like glass and quartz are completely different. All right, now we're good. Flip it this way. There we are. There. Now I'm happy. So there's the mint chip version of the ice cream cone. Now you're craving cookies, peanut butter cookies? Yeah, me too. All right, let's finish the pickle. Should put a cherry on top. Yeah, maybe someday. Every time you add something to it, though, you have a chance of creating a failure, a fail point. What's up, Jen? How are you?
Truth, there are 6 billion people in the world and counting.
Down.
You do makes a difference. It might be truth, there are 6 billion people in the world and counting.
Yeah, we're good. Oh, sorry. There's pickle. That's the bigger pickle.
Makes a difference.
I think I want to try a small one, like really tiny pickle.
What you do
That was just a pickle. I just finished the ice cream cone.
makes a difference.
In fact, I have a tiny little piece of glass here we can work with. It's a tiny little piece of tubing. A little wart.
6 billion people in the world.
Yeah, I think I can work with this. Let's find out.
Makes a difference.
I'm gonna try a tiny pickle. Oh, can you see the? Yeah, 1 second. Let me trim this off.
What you do
So there is the Christmas tree. Actually, I should grip it this way. So that's the Christmas tree from last night. That's my Bob Ross Happy Little Trees.
makes a difference.
Happy Little Trees. And they do have a little uranium in it. So you can see a little bit, a few of them glowing up. Actually, I'll flip it this side because this has a little more uranium to it. So now you can see the uranium bulbs lighting up. Okay, we're going to try a tiny pickle. A pickle set for the tree, small, medium, and large. Actually, that's not a bad idea, Sam.
You do
That actually is not. That's not a bad concept right there. Small, medium, and large. So I gotta seal this off real quick. This is the part I hate the most. When these tubes are cut like this, the ends sometimes they like to explode or pop. That's why I have this in front of my face. They are not very kind when they do that. Scrappy glass, there we go. Yeah, that tree is pretty. I just did a video with all the trees. What's up, Jack? So on YouTube and TikTok, there is a brand new video. YouTube is the shorts. TikTok is the latest video I just did. The tree is in there. Ribbon candy is in there. Candy canes are in there. All the fun stuff. I even put the zombie eye. Oh, did I show you guys the zombie eye? Crap. I gotta grab the zombie eye. Let me put this in the kiln. I don't know if I showed you the zombie eye finished. Let's find out. Plug my music back in. There we go. So this is the zombie eye Christmas ornament. So there it is. So a little hook that it hangs by right there. No. Use the tweezers here. Yeah, that is the zombie eyeball Christmas Halloween / ornament. And then there you go. It lights up all green like that. I don't know if y'all can see that green coming out very well. Gotta bring it back there. Now you can see it green. So yeah, it's a uranium-based eyeball. And then this was Red Squeak's birthday present. So I did the gold fume on the tree topper right there. And then we put a little package on the bottom down here for the base, but that is the Red Squeak version. I'm debating on the tree topper right now. I'm trying to figure out the tree topper, what I like best. I definitely like the gold. Yeah, the music I listen to is the same music you are listening to, correct. All right, let's do this mini pickle. Yeah, I like the gold too. I think the gold came out good. Yeah, the silver shimmer one, I'm not so thrilled with right now. I'm sorry, Miss V. Well, we could still do you a cool present. I got you, Miss V. We'll do a good birthday gift. Let's schedule a time. Message me. We'll schedule a time for it. Could I do a double scoop cone? I'm not sure. It might be a little too heavy. I got you, Miss V. We could still do it. I know how long you've been a subscriber. We're good. All right, so we're going to bring this down and taper it. So I got to take this, I got to thin it down a little, and then we'll pull it into the pickle. Definitely have to thin this down though. It's too thick for the pickle, unless it's a half pickle. Maybe a half pickle. One of those pickles you get in the jar that looks like someone took a bite out of it. I hate those. I can't eat them. I cannot eat those pickles that are half eaten in there, or look half eaten. I just can't. Unique Reese by Tammy, thank you. How are ya? What's up, Dwayne? Thank you for the heartbeat, Dwayne. Good to see you, my friend. So we got a couple announcements I want to do for TikTok. We have Dragonfly Creation and Groves Glass Gallery. They are glass blowers doing brand new experiences as far as learning. If you want to watch what it's like to learn glassblowing from the beginning and advance and progress through, they are a good choice to go watch. I highly encourage you follow them. Then Lucky Lex is doing stained glass and polymer clay, really cool items, ornaments, all kinds of cool things. All live streaming. Definitely go follow them. All right, so we're going to shrink this down. We got to make a mini pickle. I want to try and keep it about 3/4 the size of that medium pickle. I'm thinking about 3/4 size. So I had to pull it down a little. This is going to be a mini pickle. Oh, not Desiree. If you want to learn stained glass, watch Lucky Lex. Follow Lucky Lex. All right, last thing here, we're going to pull this down. There we are. So I'm thinking this is going to be about 3/4 the size of that one. We should be good. So this is what we're going to start off with. This bottom part's going to get pulled off. So we should be good. The one thing I did notice, though, that I'm not so thrilled about, and you're going to notice it too, look at the color difference. See how this one's a little lighter and this one's darker? They are the same color. They're identical in color. The problem is this one got condensed down, so it got darker because it got thicker. So I'm not so sure how to correct that yet. But it definitely got a little darker. I'm not thrilled about that. All right, so we're going to heat it up. We're going to give it a bend. You like it that way too? Oh, thank you, Wendy. I'm just a little scared about it, you know? I don't want it to look dumb. Sandy, thanks for the heartbeat. I saw Dwayne on here, said hi. How's it going, Dwayne? Haven't seen you. Hopefully you're busy with work and hanging out. I'm wishing you all the best, and hopefully things are well in your world. There we go. All right, I think we're okay. It almost started getting away from me. All right, we got to put the little tiny hole in there. This one's going to be a lot harder because it's going to definitely be thicker. A little bit thicker. Definitely thicker. And without that hole, I would not be able to complete this pickle. So that hole allows all the hot air to exhaust as I'm making it. All right, let's add the uranium. Let's dot this thing up. What do y'all say? I don't know why, but my mind just went to a different place, and I thought maybe I should do a tie-dye pickle. That would be funny as hell. Call it the Grateful Pickle. We're just coming through and dotting it up. Dot, 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 dot. Oh, I got to cover 90% of this hole up real quick. Right, like that. Yeah, see, that's the problem. My mind wanders off on weird stuff like that. Tie-dye pickle. I don't know what caused me to think of that. I think we're good. Just got to put a hook on it and then burn it off and see how it looks. Cotton candy flavored pickles? Really? I have not heard of a cotton candy flavored pickle. Yep, it is still Christmas because Christmas is coming up on me very soon. I have to start preparing for Christmas now. If you've ever been in the retail business or wholesale for that matter, and you have stuff that goes during that season, you know that by the time November hits, it's already too late. So October has to be push inventory month. Doesn't mean it's all I'm going to be making, but I definitely have to build up the inventory. One season ahead. That's right. And we're good. Yeah, this is tiny pickle. So we're going to burn it off and see how it looks. I wanted it to be about 3/4 the size of the medium pickle there. So we'll see how close I got. I was kind of eyeballing it. I wasn't completely focused on it. So yeah, I think we're about 3/4 the size. So that's mini pickle, medium, and then we got the large. That's about 3/4 the size. I think that's good. Any smaller and it might look like it's bad. All right, let's finish the mint chip ice. See how much better it looks now that it's cooled off a little in there? That's definitely mint chip. Love mint chip. Love mint chip ice cream. Right there. And let's burn it off. Although I need to check Baskin Robbins. I need to see if they have baseball nut out. I love baseball nut. Holy crap, that ice cream is so good. Love baseball nut. Baskin Robbins. Definitely a go-to place. All right, we're sealing this off now. Now, I like to keep the bottom super thick. Can I ask why you heat the metal tools up? Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. So if I don't heat the tools up, it can thermal shock the glass. So the glass can withstand a large degree of temperature variance from one to another, but the tool can be a little cold. So if I hit it with a cold tool right off, it could crack the glass potentially. Doesn't mean it necessarily will, but it doesn't hurt to take a few seconds and buzz it in the flame, ramp it up a couple hundred degrees. So that's why I heat the tools up. The one tool I don't heat up that you'll notice are carbon tools like that. So carbon tools are pretty good for that. They don't shock the glass, but metal tools can definitely have a potential for shocking. Definitely can have that. Oh, we got to do some. I got to do some ghosts. Sorry. I definitely have to make ghosts. We got to do mini ghosts, small ones. Let me move some of this out of the way. Tomorrow I am cleaning my bench. This is a ridiculous, it's a mess. I am definitely cleaning this up. A freaking mess. All right, let me grab a ghost so y'all can see what I'm making, and we're gonna make mini ghosts. Ghosts, like boo, ghosts. I have one right here. We're good. This guy was hard to get on and off. So we're making the ghost. Ghost with the boats. Yeah, that's the candy cane. That one is hollow. This is the textured version. It's really, really light. I mean, super light. This is not heavy. Make sure I have enough black here. Black, and I just had a black rod up here, stringer, and I covered it up. That should get me through what I need. And we'll be good. So these are the ghosts. They do light up and glow in the dark, so they will have that glow to them. And when the black light is off, they still glow in the dark. So first one we're going to do is green, and then we'll do white and purple. But I definitely have to make 3 of them right now. Someone just purchased every single ghost I had in inventory. So, gotta make some. We're gonna bring it in. I have no ghosts in inventory. We're making little ghost ornaments. Reseller? No, all gifts. Company gifts. No, my purple glass never came. I'm really kind of upset. I did reorder it. The new order of purple glass should be here tomorrow. So I am making a ghost right now. And I just made zombie eyes. I'll show you a zombie eyeball. How many ornaments can you get out of one tube? It depends on the ornament. They're like this one here. This is a small mini ghost. I could probably get another 10 ghosts out of this half a tube. So this is the zombie eyeball ornament. So it's got the little thing like that. See it, and then that eyeball glows in the dark. I'll just kind of leave it there. you'll see that the eye actually lights up with the black light. All right, we got to do this. There is a TikTok shop, but I'm at 3.9 and I need to hit the 4.0 stars because of the shipping debacle I had, where UPS or USPS lost all my packages, and it downgraded my rating, my store rating, if you will. My reviews are still excellent, but the store rating, because of the shipping, is at 3.9. I need to be at 4 to be able to add new items. So that part sucks. But Etsy is still available. The mini pickle is not in there yet. I just made a mini pickle. Mini pickle, that's the first mini pickle we did. All right, so we're going to open this up. And then I'm going to add glow-in-the-dark glass to the inside. Yeah, that was the first mini pickle I've done. A little bit of a whistle out of it. Then we're going to flare it open. That. Definitely need to grab some glow-in-the-dark glass. Right here. Then we get to use my favorite tool. I love this tool. It's my favorite. Spoon. Love that spoon. Okay, so next thing we have to do is add the glow-in-the-dark glass to the inside. This is in a powder form, and the reason I have my glow-in-the-dark glass in a powder is it allows me to spread it evenly throughout the tube. Then I get a nice even coat on the inside. Like that. You can see on the inside, it coated the inside, and it's much faster than trying to take a rod and coating the whole thing. So this is 10 times faster, and it looks better. It definitely looks better. All right, so we got that coated. Next step is to start creating the shape. So first thing I have to do is seal it back off. Like that. You'll be okay. So what I'm going to start up here, we're going to bring it down, melt all that glass in from the outside in. What's up, L to the B? What else can you do with glow in the dark? There's a ton. I have all kinds of glow in the dark items. I actually invented the borosilicate glow in the dark glass. That is my creation. And borosilicate is commonly known as Pyrex. It's good to see you, L to the B. Did you change your profile picture? You did. All right, so we're just melting it in really nice here. Trying to keep it even. And then I'm going to taper this part down a little. Right here. We're not only thickening it up, but we're tapering it down just a little. Like that. So we have this section here. I just noticed that you had changed it. And we're going to bring it out. And we're going to flare it open after we pop a little hole in here. So first step, I'm going to blow it out a little downward angle. And the reason for down is I want to keep it teardrop shape. If I blew it out this way, it would mushroom out like a mushroom. So I want to keep it in a teardrop shape. So we're blowing it out that way. Pop that there too. So next step, pop a hole in it. What flavor gum? Right now, Mentos. I used to have that Neuro gum. It was pretty good. But Mentos last forever. It's like one of the ones that the flavor actually stays there for a really long time. All right, we got to pop a hole. And you got a little whistle. Got a little whistle out of that one. I don't know if y'all could hear that, but a little bit of a whistle going. There we go. So we create this little bit of a shape this way. Next spot that we have to do is create ruffles. There we go. We got ruffles. So this is going to create that blanket ghost look. Lock it in place. Bring it down. Then we got to add a face and a hook. This kind of reminds me of the old Miss Pac-Man ghost. Okay, we're going to put a hook on it, and then I will show you what it looks like. there is the little ghosties, the little surprise face. That is the green. We need to do purple and just pure white. See, this is, you saw me lift up my glasses? I'll show you why. See those two colors? They look, you can see pink and purple, right? Now watch what happens with the filter. I'm going to bring it as best. See how the colors disappear? So through my glasses, that's what I see. So my glasses make it so I can't tell pink and purple. So I've kind of lifted up a little. Got to use a small flame for this point. Yeah, it's really hard to tell pink and purple with the glasses on. Totally changes it. Becca, have a good night. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with us, Becca. I appreciate you. What's up, Gio? You unlimited fire? What do you mean unlimited? I get to play with fire. Those look like antiques. I've seen you insert the flowers inside. In which part? Oh, you mean paperweight. I think you're referring to the paperweight. Oh, the ghost? Yeah, no. No flowers in that. This is a little off. I gotta fix this too. A little bent right now. I'll show you what I mean. So if I start making it, you can see that tube wobbling. It's got a little bend in it right at the point, the junction point where it's tapering down. If you start off with a bent tubing, your whole piece is going to be bent. So first thing I want to do is straighten that out. What's up, Trevor? How's it? Thank you, Lucky Lex. So we're just going to give it a little bit of heat. Bring it out, and then I'm going to pull it down just a tiny bit. That's going to straighten it out. Yeah, all the ghosts glow. Not Desiree, every single ghost glows in the dark. No, I don't make oil burners. There's plenty of people on here that will. It's not me. Not my thing. All right, let's open this up. Get the glow in the dark glasses next to it. All right, I gotta find a tool on my bench. It's a mess. Hoping it's buried under here somewhere. Crap. All right, we'll bring it up, flare it. Okay, let's hope I can find this really easy. If not, I gotta dig. See, this is why you don't want a messy bench. Oh, I found it. Thank God. I need the smaller spoon size. Need a small one. Quiet this thing up a little. There we go. Not so loud. We're going to come through and smooth it out. Again, this is the glow-in-the-dark glass. I always use it in a powder form this way. Spreads all the color evenly. Allows me to distribute it really nice and even so we get a good glow to it. And that's what we get on the inside. You can see the inside's all coated with the glow-in-the-dark glass. Actually looks kind of pretty that way. I like that white contrast. Have I ever got banned from TikTok because of the flame? Nope. I don't do dumb stuff on here. Okay, we're gonna seal this down. Just nice and gentle. And seal it up. What company is glow-in-the-dark glass? It is my company. Oh, thank you, Mr. Dubstep. Thank you. North Star will be carrying my glow-in-the-dark in the next week or two. They just received all their shipment. They just got their shipment of glow glass, so they will be shipping it out to distributors. Hopefully this next week or a week after that, and then it should be good. Mr. Dig, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so next step, I got to melt all this glow-in-the-dark glass in. So because the glow-in-the-dark glass powder's on the inside, we got to melt it, and it's got to melt from outside to the inside. So it's got to get hot enough to fuse on the inside of this tube without trying to distort it too much. And that's what I'm doing right now. But it did spread it nice and even. Like that. Give it a little puff of air to keep it nice, the wall nice and even. Then we're going to come through and blow this open. All right. Let's see if we can get, I'm hoping we can get another whistle out of it. We'll see. We'll see if we get another whistle. So we got it rolling through this way. Again, I blow it downward so it creates a teardrop. It's more of a gravity drip like that. Again, if you went to blow it out this way, it would have a mushroom. Hey, Lucky Lex, thank you so much. Have a good evening, okay? Thank you for all your help. Okay. Now we have to pop a hole And start flaring this open. In 3, 2, 1. Pull this out. And then give it a little puff of air, not too much. Little whistle. Not much. Wasn't an epic one. But it gave us a little whistle. It's just like a musical instrument. Air flows through a certain way and you get a whistle through it. Okay, so we flared it out a little. Then to get it looking like a ghost, we got to give it ruffles. Got to do ruffles, right? Like that. There we go. This one's going to glow pretty insane. I can already tell. We're going to come through, trim this off. Add the hook and some eyes and a face, and this one will be good to go too. It should be good. Find a good spot for it. Oh, right there. Found the perfect spot for the face. Looking good. All right, let's put a face on it. Still say this looks like Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man. So yeah, little boo face on it. Definitely have to get it in the kiln though. They do glow in the dark, so this is what they end up turning out like when they are lit up by a black light, and then when the lights are out, they still glow that color. And then this tree has a little bit of uranium on it, and then the pickle has uranium on it too. Uranium pickle. Okay, we're doing good. I think we're having fun. So I got to do a plain white version of that. I like the plain white version too. They all look good. Looks like Ghost Dog Night Before Christmas. Oh, you want to see Zero? I don't know if I have Zero nearby. Hold on. Do I have Zero nearby? I haven't decided if I'm going to put this up yet. I haven't decided, but That is what I'm assuming you were referring to. This guy right here. Was that the one? Yeah, glow in the dark and uranium are totally different. So uranium only glows under black light. Where's my uranium rod? It's somewhere around. Did I lose my uranium rod? I did, didn't I? Where would I put you? Did I bury you? Anyway, here's a little uranium. Yeah, that was 0. So there's uranium. And then you can see a little bit of the difference of the glow. So this will actually glow in the dark. Like when the lights are out, no uranium. Or no black light. I gotta charge this light up. Right now, if you get one of the ghosts or something, oh yeah, Miss B. If you get one of the ghosts, we do have these little keychain black lights that I'm including. Any glow in the dark or uranium glass item has a little keychain that comes with it for a while. Yeah, this is the, this is, are you talking about this guy? Yeah, this one came out good. I like it. I got to change the collar to more red because it's black right now, but yeah. I definitely have to change the collar to red. Okay, did I just pull a point? I think I did, but I don't know where I put it. All right, let's make the white version. Yeah, I was just seeing if I could make that. Have I ever nicked one of my arms on the torch? No. I have not. I have not done that. Okay, we're going to bring this down. Like so. Well, we're having a good night, man. We have 513 people in the room on TikTok. YouTube's doing well, just as well. It's doing good. How come the flame's white? It's technically not white. It is a bright blue, but the camera's not picking it up correctly. Actually, I'll show you. See? That's its true color. That's what my glasses filter out. But that's its real color right there. But for some reason, the phone doesn't pick it up correctly. No, I don't do names. I always say names are like homing pigeons. They always find their way home broken. So I don't do names. Good night, Jeff. All right, let's bring this out. We got to pop it open. Look at that little bubble. See the little bubble trash? I'm going to try and catch it. See that little bubble trash on there? What time is it for me? It is 8:34. Going to bring it in and we're going to flare it open a little. Then we got to add the glow in the dark. So this is a glow-in-the-dark glass. It is ground up into a powder form, very similar to like a talcum powder for consistency. And it allows me to spread the glass, the glow-in-the-dark in there, really, really even and smooth. So instead of trying to take a glass rod and coloring this, I can just spread it around with this powder form. We can create this powder form in all kinds of different colors too. We got that all spread out in there. So this is what I was talking about. See how it's coated on the inside all the way through? It creates a little, about a millimeter of thickness, but it allows me to spread the glow-in-the-dark glass all the way through. You saw the Bob Ross? Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed the Bob Ross tribute. Bob Ross was a big inspiration for me in the way that he had a personality, his mannerisms. He never let things get under his skin. That's kind of the way I've enveloped my my stuff here. Manteca water slides. I know that. Man, I went there for, I don't know how many times I went there through high school for the Manteca water slides. My school would have trips there. Although I did get a butt rash on the rapid. They had one rough spot in there. I got a butt rash on it. One cheek. You grew up watching Bob Ross? Me too. Yeah, Bob Ross was cool as hell. I always tell people if you want to see something really cool with him, go look up Bob Ross before he had the big old hair and he had the Elvis haircut. He looked gangster. Bob Ross looked gangster with his Elvis haircut. It was totally cool. Okay, so I got to melt everything in here. So I'm just melting all the glow-in-the-dark glass on the inside, but I have to heat it through the outside first. So it has to get molten in here. And I have to try and keep this tubing shape at the same time. So you have to get it hot enough to melt, but not too hot that it collapses. Really fine balance. But we can do it. I have confidence. And we're going to bring it through. Got to puff it out. It got a little skinny on me. There. Right now, I am making the mini ghosts. I can't tell you how many orders I have, but I had a lot of ghosts on inventory, and someone just purchased all the ghosts that I had in stock. So I think it's a company that they're using for a giveaway for their employees. We have a lot of tech companies around here, like Microsoft and stuff. So we get a lot of requests for crazy stuff. Yeah, I love explaining. Yeah, Bob looked awesome pre-fro, right? You look gangster. Yeah, Bob Ross was total gangster before the fro. I started 31 years ago full time. I'm north of Seattle. I grew up in the Bay Area of California, but now I am up in Washington. Marysville area. I'm in a little podunk town. I'm in the Seven Lakes district. I live on a lake. Not hard to find a lake in Washington. Okay, we're going to take this and pop it open. We're going to thin it out down here. And we're going to give it a puff of air, a quick burst. Little whistle. The lakes, yeah. I live on a small lake. I'm not on a big lake. But the nice thing is there are no motorboats allowed on my lake, so it's all kayak, paddleboard, no jet skis or a motorboat, so I can go swim in the lake and not have to worry about getting my ass run over by a jet ski. There we go. So this is the base for the ghost. You can see the similarity. This is what it looks like before I start putting the ruffles in there. And we're going to put some ruffles. What's the best advice you've ever received? I don't know. That's a good question. It's a good one. I think the best advice I ever received was don't call yourself an artist. Only people that see your work get to call you an artist. So that's kind of was very humbling, and that came from someone I looked up to in the industry. So it was a humbling experience to hear that, but it's true. I mean, you, the audience, get to decide whether it's art. I don't. So that's a really good analogy, good thing to have in your head when you're creating. Okay, now we got to bring it in and get off. I think the second best piece of advice I ever got was be careful of the toes you step on today, for they may be attached to the ash you have to kiss tomorrow. So I gave a little swearing there, but that is the best advice I could say. Be careful of the toes you step on today, for they may be attached to the ash you have to kiss tomorrow. Beth is the moderator in here. Yes, Beth has full control. And when Red Squeak's in here or Lucky Lex on YouTube, they also have moderation. Because I obviously can't do it. We're going to bring it here and tap it down. Woo! Almost messed that up. Almost had a bad malfunction there. That was like a NASCAR wreck waiting to happen. See it going sideways, but I caught it. Okay, here we go. We're going to do that and that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And a little bounce. And blend it in. And we got little face on there. So this is why I like this version here. Looks fantastic. Thank you. Amazon was here. It just got in. Oh, wow. So we have been doing fantastic. But it is 2.5 hours I've been streaming, so I do need to take a short break for a little bit. I'm not 1,000% positive I'll be back tonight, but I definitely need to take a break right now. It is 2.5 hours straight. So I need to stand up, stretch. If you do this job as a career, every 2 hours, 2.5, you need to be up and moving around so you don't get your body all jointed. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Miss V. It was good seeing you. And I appreciate everybody. Like I said, I can't promise I'll be back, but I appreciate all of you. I'm going to sign off on TikTok first. And there we go. And YouTube, I appreciate everybody from YouTube. Thank you for making my chat and everything fun. I appreciate everybody on YouTube. You guys are awesome. You've made my night. It was awesome. Thank you. So I will see you all later.